Good morning everyone. Today we are going to study quadratic equations. Let's start our session with situation 1. The area of a rectangular plot is 528 meters square. The length of the plot is 1 more than twice its breadth. We need to find the length and breadth of the plot. So in this situation, area is known to us. Shape of the plot is rectangular. We have to find out length and breadth. The condition is length is 1 more than twice its breadth. So we can write the length in terms of its breadth. So let us assume the breadth as x meters. Then the length of the plot will be 2x plus 1 meters, as the length is 1 more than twice its breadth. Now the condition is area of the plot is 528 meter square, and as the plot is rectangular, so its area will be length into breadth. We will write length into breadth is equals to 528. Now in algebraic form, it will be 2x plus 1 into x is equals to 528. After opening the bracket, we will have 2x plus 1 is equals to 528. And after transposing 528 to left hand side, the equation is 2x square plus x minus 528 is equals to 0. Now we can see the left hand side of this equation is a quadratic polynomial. So we can write it like this: px is equals to 0, where px is 2x square plus x minus 528. Okay, now if we write px in standard form as ax square plus bx plus c, where a is 2, b is 1 and c is equals to minus 528, this equation will take the form ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Okay, where a is equals to 2, b is equals to 1 and c is equals to minus 528. And as we have find out this equation by equating a quadratic polynomials to 0, this is the standard form of a quadratic equation. Now let's see the situation 2. The product of two consecutive positive integers is 306. We need to find the integers. To find out the integers, let us assume these as x and x plus 1. Okay, as these are consecutive, so there will be a difference of 1 between these. Now the given condition is the product of two integers is 306. So we can write it as x into x plus 1 is equals to 306. After opening the bracket, we will have x square plus x is equal to 306. On transposing 306, we will see this will take the form x square plus x minus 306 equals to 0. Again, the left hand side is a quadratic polynomial, so we can write it as px is equals to 0, where px is x square plus x minus 306. Now, if we write this polynomial in its standard form, ax square plus bx plus c, where a is equals to 1, b is equals to 1 and c is equals to minus 306, the above equation takes the form ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, which is the standard form of a quadratic equation. Here a is equals to 1, b is equals to 1 and c is equals to minus 306. By now we come to know what is a quadratic equation. So now let's define it. A quadratic equation in the variable x is of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers and a must not be equals to 0. Okay, now this is an important condition that a must not be equal to 0, as if a is equals to 0, this equation will be a linear equation, as the term having x square will be eliminated and this will be no more a quadratic equation. Now let's see an example. 2x square plus 4x plus 6 is equals to 0. When we compare it with the standard form of a quadratic equation, we see a is equals to 2, B is equals to 4 and C is equals to 6. Here, as A, B, C, all three are real numbers and A is not equals to 0, this is a quadratic equation. Now let's see how to identify these equations. Okay, now let's see first example. 3x minus 5x square minus 1 is equals to 0. After rearranging the terms, we can write it as minus 5x square plus 3x minus 1 is equals to 0. And when we compare it with the standard form of a quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, we see a is equals to minus 5, b is equals to 3, c is equals to minus 1. All three a, b, c are real numbers and a is not equals to 0. So this is a quadratic equation. Let's see the second example. Now we have to identify that 3 minus 15x plus 7x square is equals to 0 is a quadratic equation or not. For this, let's rearrange the terms. And after rearranging the terms, we will get 7x square minus 15x plus 3 is equals to 0. And after comparing with the standard form of a quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, we get a is equal to 7, b is equals to minus 15, c is equals to 3. Now here a, b, c all three are real numbers and a is not equals to 0. Therefore, this is a quadratic equation. Okay, just what we have done, we rearranged the terms. Okay, then compared it with the standard form. Let's see. Now let's see another problem. This is x plus 1 whole square is equals to 2 into x minus 3. I have taken this problem from your exercise 4.1. To find out whether this is a quadratic equation or not, we have to first simplify it. So we can write x square plus 2x plus 1 is equals to 2x minus 6. I have used an identity a plus b whole square is equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square to open x plus 1 whole square. Now as you can see, 2x is on both sides. We will have x square plus 1 plus 6 is equals to 0 after transposing minus 6 from right hand side to left hand side. Or this equation can take the form x square plus 7 is equals to 0. Now as we are not having a term of x in this equation, we can write it as x square plus 0 into x plus 7 is equals to 0. Now comparing this equation with the standard form of a quadratic equation, we get a is equals to 1, b is equals to 0 and c is equals to 7. Okay, now we can see all three a, b and c are real numbers. At the same time, a is not equals to 0. That means the coefficient of the term x square is there, okay, and is not equals to 0. So this will be a quadratic equation no matter the term having x is there or not. So therefore, this is a quadratic equation. Now let's see the last example. X minus 2 into x plus 1 is equals to x minus 1 into x plus 3. I have taken this example from exercise 4.1. To find out whether it is a quadratic equation or not, we have to simplify it first by opening the brackets one by one. So we can write x minus 2 into x plus x minus 2 is equals to x minus 1 into x plus x minus 1 into 3. And when we open remaining brackets, we will have x square minus 2x plus x minus 2 is equals to x square minus x plus 3x minus 3. As we can see, x square is on both sides, so it will be eliminated and we will be left with minus x minus 2 is equal to 2x minus 3. After transposing the terms to left hand side, we will have minus x minus 2 minus 2x plus 3 is equals to 0. Finally, we will arrive at minus 3x plus 1 is equals to 0. Now, we can write this equation as 0x square minus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0, as there is no term of x square there. Now comparing this with the standard form of a quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we get a is equal to 0, b is equal to minus 3 and c is equal to 1. As we can see, all three a, b and c are real numbers, but at the same time a is equal to 0. As we know, a quadratic equation is a form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers and a must not be equal to 0. Okay, so the condition is not fulfilled, so it is not a quadratic equation as a is equal to 0 here. Now we can see the equation minus 3x plus 1 is a linear equation. Okay, so when there is no term of x square in any equation, so that will be not a quadratic equation. Okay, now let's recapitulate our learning. A quadratic equation in the variable x is of the form ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers and a must not be equal to 0, and if in any situation a is equal to 0, the equation will take the form of a linear equation. Okay, this was all about the introduction of quadratic equations. Thank you and have a nice day.